My name is Heph Major. I'm a producer, engineer, artist sometimes. A bunch of other things, but mainly those first. The name comes from an idea. So Hephaestus is the blacksmith Greek god. He's responsible for making all of the gods' weapons. Like Zeus's lightning, Hermes' shoes, Poseidon's trident, and things like that. Nobody doesn't really know him, but you know what he does. You know the things that he's made and the things that they do. That was kind of the idea of just someone, like as a producer or an engineer, being behind the scenes. And you might not know me, but you know the things I've done or the things that I do. And then Major just sounds good on the end, but I also consider it like a form of a rank. I've actually been producing for a while, to be honest. I wouldn't say I have a lot of music out, but I've been producing for a while. My first song came out in 2012, so I would consider that my first official start, and now we're in 2020, so yeah, about 8 years officially. Weirdly enough, for me it felt natural. Do you get what I'm trying to say? To make music, weirdly enough, for me, music is all about feeling. So some days are gonna be more intuitive with your music than others, but that's kind of my end goal. I want whatever I make to have some type of feeling, whether it be good, not good, bad, scary, haunting, or even just feels good. Sometimes you can't explain what you feel, but you feel something. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of my music has a feeling that you don't always have words to explain it, but it has a feeling. I just try to approach music from that perspective. That's kind of my energy. Usually it's weird. I tell people I get an energy boost around 12 a.m. So 12 a.m. I'm a brand new person. I get a whole fresh set of energy, and I just keep going. So usually from 12 to, you could say, 8 in the morning, hour at that time. Yeah. It's just a nature thing. Overall, I just find that behind the scenes is where the real leverage is anyway. You get what I'm trying to say? To be the face comes with so much, but leverage is not always one of those things, you know what I mean? And my experience for the program I actually had a good experience for sure. I gained a lot of different things, so somewhere financial, you know what I mean? A lot of financial opportunities that I probably wouldn't be able to do by myself, you know what I mean? So one example would be Beat Cave, you know what I mean? I probably wouldn't have went to Beat Cave without the program, but Beat Cave kind of broadened my perspective dramatically, you know what I mean? It was 150 people over 10 rooms. Just that idea alone is crazy, you know what I mean? So the program helped me do that, but we do something on a smaller scale to Beat Cave daily. So to be able to do that for real, I believe there's a lot of ways that the program is beneficial. Just depends on what are your needs. I think if you have a conversation with yourself and you're honest and you actually come to a solution or an answer of what do you need, I think from that point, anybody in the program will find use. It's priceless, really, you know what I mean? To learn from people around you, it's definitely priceless. Sometimes people have insight that only they personally can give you specifically, you know what I mean? There's a lot of times when me and Free would sit down and we would talk and we'd chop it up, and the advice he's giving me, I know only he can give me that advice because it's from him, it's from his story, you know what I mean? So finance is one way. Mentally it was good too, because we had a goal and we had objectives. So when we came in, it's not like we were just coming in to talk or just, you know what I mean? Each day, usually we had an objective of what we needed to do. So mentally, it strengthened our muscles to work alone and work with each other, work against each other. We had a beat battle, you know what I mean? So mentally, it was good. Socially, it was amazing, because one, I got to meet a bunch of different creatives in my own space, you know what I mean, that I'm gonna have relationships with beyond the program. So yeah, that's definitely another thing, you know what I mean? So all around, just there's so many different angles where this program was beneficial for me, you know what I mean? And I'm thankful for the program for sure. For me, I want to use music as a leverage to build another network or another opportunity, you get what I'm trying to say? But I'm always gonna be attached to music, so it's not that the music will not exist, it's just more that my end goal involves more than music. My end goal involves some form of venture, some form of large-scale impact on my community, you know what I mean? Music is a tool to do most of those things, but in collaboration with other things, you know what I mean? I also want to get rich, you know what I mean? To keep it a buck. The program in one word, I would call it economics. That's the word, economics. It's just the idea of group economics and the sum being greater than its parts, you know what I mean? All the way around. People who have the resources can share with people who don't necessarily have that specific resources, but they have other things. And by basically sharing resources, some it's effective, you know what I mean? So the word is economics.